Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sketchdom. My name is Jason Sketch and I'm super excited to bring you guys more Marvel Champions content. Today, we're taking another core hero in current environment up against another current environment villain. We're going to be doing Black Panther T'Challa up against Black Widow. We've got a protection build that focuses on getting out all of the Dormelage out. Wow, I forgot that word for a second. And trying to keep them alive as long as possible to take care of the entire problem. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's going to be a cool protection build. Let's jump on down to the table and check things out. Hey guys, welcome down to the table. First and foremost, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't be afraid to hit that like button, leave a comment, and of course, hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. We have reached our goal of 300 subscribers. I'm super stoked about it, and we were talking about it in a discussion post about possibly what we could do to celebrate having 300 subscribers. So please go check that post out, leave your thoughts in your comments, or even leave it in the comment section down below on this video. I have a pretty cool idea. I think I want to try to go for a Sparta 300 type feel, but I always want your suggestions as well. On top of that, we're trying to get a new goal now of 500 subscribers. So 500 will let me get into a program with YouTube and kind of help me continue to be able to afford this wonderful game to be able to play with you guys. So please don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about the channel. Share this out with everybody and do all the things that YouTube wants you to do so everybody finds this video. All right. Now that that's all out of the way, don't be afraid to tell me what you think about the deck. All right. Here we go. Let's get all the setup done. First and foremost, each player searches the encounter deck and for a minion and puts it into play, engage with them. All right, so I'm going to look for one of the abductors because I think the abductor is going to be the better one to get out of the way right off the bat because, that's a name soldier, because I don't want to lose a minion, sorry, an ally, that is helping me out. And that is what the whole point of this deck is, to make sure that we get as our allies out to help take care of the entire threat on the table. So that is the first thing we're going to do. We're just going to let that one fall there. These cards are still kind of slippery, yet tough to shuffle at the same time. So, see? I'm doing such a wonderful job. Most of y'all are probably rolling your eyes. Oh, Jason, you need to be doing better with your shuffling. Well, one of these days I'll become a master shuffler just like Solo Marvel Champion. Until then, y'all can just continue to laugh at me. All right. So there's that. We'll flip this up. And there's going to be 4 threat on there because this comes in with 2. And when she is revealed, it places 2 more threat on the main scheme. All right. Scoot that up there. Get that there. We'll scoot her up a little bit farther. Wonderfully done. We're at 16. We have 11 health points. So let's draw to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What a crazy hand to start with. I want to hold on to Dormelage and Okoye, and I think Energy Shield as well. We'll hold on to the Vibranium because that's going to help cover the cost of Okoye. So really, the question is, do we hold on to these 2 cards, or we just ditch them and draw 2 more cards? I like build support, and I like Wakanda Forever, but I'd like to get them back later. So we have more Wakanda Forevers in the deck. Let's draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Ooh, okay. Very cool. Next, we're also going to look for a search your deck for a Black Panther upgrade and add it to your hand. So we're going to find a Black Panther upgrade in here somewhere. Do the energy daggers. All right. And we will look into our hand here. I think I know exactly what I want to do, which you guys are probably going to laugh about the design here. But first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and get the Dormelage onto the table. I think this is going to be the smartest move we can make. Next, we're going to flip T'Challa up into hero form. We'll use both of our vibraniums to get Okoye onto the table. And we'll attach the energy shield to Okoye. Now this is the weird one. Do we do energy daggers or evaluate threat? I think we put evaluate threat out onto the table. And it comes in with 2 per player. We're going to hold on to that for just a second because I know that that's going to be a good crucial thing. Right now we've got a lot going on the board here. So we want to make sure we're making sure everything's making sense before we kick things off. I have to remember too, I have retaliate 1. So every time I get attacked, she takes a point of damage. All right. Okoye is going to go ahead and attack for 2. No. Going to clear 2 threat off the main. Going to go down to 2. Yeah. No, she's not. We're going to hit that A.I.M Abductor for 2. The reason I thought at first, like, oh yeah, because then she'll kick off that special. She has to kick off the special ability of another Dormelage. So that is okay. Then we will use the Dormelage card to exhaust Dormelage, resolve a special ability. So choose a Wakanda hero, which will choose Black Panther. She's going to be a 3/3/2 and heal 1 damage from that ally. So she's back up to 3 health. So now I have a choice. I can either clear 3 threat from the main, or I can go ahead and finish off the A.I.M Abductor. I think it's going to be smart to go ahead and get rid of the A.I.M Abductor. So let's go ahead and take him out right off the bat there. Okay, we're ready everything back up. We've got a lot of threat we're going to have to contend with this next round, but I think that's going to be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a Vibranium. We've got a Queen Carrier. We've got 2 Wakanda Forevers, and we've got an Excelsior. Okay. Well, cool. All right. Not the worst hand we could have ever drawn. But they're all better. So. Threat's going to go up to 6 because of her 2. She's on side 2 there. Then we're going to get our encounter card. Which is Dark Designs. Place perform 1 pursuit, counter pursued by the past. Then if there's anything on there the villain schemes, he's going to scheme for 2, 3, which puts the scheme up to 9. What a way to start this match. Okay. Wow. No, that wasn't an encounter card. Hold on. She was attacking. Yeah, she was attacking. Which was 2 plus a boost. I was choosing to defend or not. We're going to choose not to defend. I was choosing to defend or not. If I wouldn't have known, would I have chosen to defend? I think I would have. Chosen to defend for 2. Then this would put 1 pursuit, counter pursued by the past. And I would have taken no damage. Then we drew into Sinister Strike, which is place 1 pursuit, counter pursued by the past. Then, if it has any counters on it, the villain attacks you. Now I'd have the choice of either having Okoye defend for me or just taking the hit. I have 11 health points. I'm not too worried about it. So 2, 3 points of damage. All right. She has attacked me twice. She would take retaliate damage. She's down to 14 now. And she attacked me for 3, so I should be down to 8 health points. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, but it is my turn. We're going to go ahead and spend the Wakanda Forever and Vibranium to get Wind Carrier onto the table. Then we will use the other Wakanda Forever to get the Excelsior onto the table. We'll use the Dormilage, resolve the special ability on a Dormilage ally, and heal 1 damage from that ally. The question becomes, can I use that? Can I do that? Because I'm not healing anything from Okoye. I want to do it on herself. So let me look that up real fast because I want to make sure I'm following the rules. So all right, cost arrow separates an ability cost from the effects. See cost arrow icon. Okay. Okay. Cost arrow icon. All right. A cost arrow is an ability text designated to a cost from an effect. To pay cost. So it is pay cost, resolve effect format. Okay. So even though I can't heal her, the cost is just to exhaust that Dormilage. So that's still going to work well for me. That's how I'm going to play. That's how I understand it. I want to look at that rule one more time. Non-bolded text before the cost arrow icon must be paid and or resolved in full before the text after the cost arrow icon be resolved. Responses on text preceding the cost arrow icon resolve before the text following icon resolves. Okay. All right. So the action is exhaust Dormilage, then resolve the special ability, which I'll then put onto her. So now she's a 3/3. So I'll be using her special ability. Then on Dormilage ally and heal 1 damage from the ally. So she's not gonna be able to get healed, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and exhaust her and let her clear 3 threat from this scheme here. Then, because she has energy shield on her, we'll use Quinn Carrier to make sure she doesn't take that 1 consequential damage from that. All right. Yes, for your patience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is going to be a fun turn this next turn. I think we get the Vibranium suit onto the table. We'll be able to play Wakanda Forever. Hopefully. We've also got cut both ways. That'd be fun to play this turn as well. Which would probably allow me to play 4 damage. We may not be able to pop Wakanda Forever off, which is probably okay. So, kind of like how this turn's going to turn out, though. But I do want to get Armored Vest on the table. I think that's going to be helpful for me. So, threat's going to go up by 2 to 5. This is not 6. Black Widow is going to come in for an attack for 2 plus a boost. I am going to choose probably to defend here. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and choose to defend. And then this is also, we're going to play cut both ways. When an enemy attacks, you gain Retaliate 1 until the end of the phase. So now I'm at Retaliate 2. And then we're going to use, after your hero defense, we'll use the Excelsior here in a second. So she attacks for 2, 3. I take a point of damage. She takes 2 points of damage, which gets her down to 12. Then we're going to spin the Queen Carrier for Excelsior, which doesn't need an exhaustion. This is interesting. After your hero defends against an enemy attack, spend a lightning resource. Deal 2 damage to the enemy, so it gets her down to 10. None of these are attacks, which is really cool. So she's taking damage, and she's not getting her preparation card nonsense popping up, which is kind of cool. All right, then we get an encounter card, which is Dance of Death. When revealed, deal 1 damage. This is not an attack. Deal 1 damage to a character you control. Deal 2 damage to a second character you control. Deal 3 damage to a third character you control. Okay, cool. So we'll deal 1 to Okoye. Do we have a lightning resource we can spend just for funsies? No, we do, but we don't want to waste it, so she'll be all right. She's also got a heal coming up. And we will take 2. And then since we don't have a third character, that 3 damage doesn't come around, which is nice. Okay. Very cool. But it is my turn. Okay, so we'll look at our hand here. We're going to spend the Wakanda Forever to get Armored Vest onto the table. Let's put it down here. Which gives us a defense of 3, which is going to be super helpful. We're going to spend the energy to get the Vibranium suit onto the table as well. Which will be nice once we can start playing the Wakanda Forevers. Then we will pop Dormalash. Use her own ability to get her to a 3/3 and heal her 1 point of damage. She will then again clear 3 threats from the main here, getting it down to 2. Now I need to be able to clear Evaluate Threat here soon because we want to hopefully get Avengers Mansion onto the table. Okay. So our hand size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got another energy shield. We got defensive conditioning, which is going to be super helpful. Stronger Together is here as well. Empowering all of us and Anika. Sweet. So we're ready everything back up. Super duper cool. Definitely going to try to get Anika onto the table this turn. As well as defensive conditioning if we can. So we may not we shouldn't be spending extra things on this turn because we want to get both those items onto the table. So all right. So Black Widow is going to have threat go up to 4. Going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm going to defend for 3. Attacks for 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I take 2 points of damage. Get me down to 3. She gets a point of retaliate damage, getting her down to 9. Okay. I would like to pop Excelsior off, but I don't think it's going to be a wise decision right now because I need to save my resources for my next turn. So we'll take our encounter card, which is Covert Ops. When revealed, you are confused. Black Widow schemes. No! Bad Black Widow. Okay. Schemes for 2. Place 1 pursuit, counter pursued by the past. Okay, so we're back up to 6 on the main here. Okay. But that is not the worst thing that could have happened to me. So that's not too bad. All right. My turn, though. Really would like to get down and heal, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So, Twin Carrier and Power in All of Us will help me play Anika. All right. Then we are also going to spend these two to play defensive conditioning down. Give me up to 6 health points. And now I'm at 4 defense, which is also super helpful. Okay, so we gotta make decisions here. I think what we're gonna do is um we're gonna clear 2 threat from the main, getting it down to 4. Resolve the threat, her ability here. This ability is going to pop this ability off, so we'll clear 1 threat from here. Getting it down to 3. And get it down to 1 threat. That's crazy. Okay. We'll use the Dormalage ability to heal Okoye at 1. Give her a 2, 3. Go ahead and have her clear. Let me reverse all that. So we'll get this back up to 6. I'm kind of seeing how some math is working here. She needs to go first. Right? She needs to go first. Give her a benefit. And she'll pop off. I think that's going to be better. So she will clear. We can use this on here to give her 2, which would clear off 2 threat from the main. Which then would have her pop off on her to give her herself 3. And when she resolves, I think that's it. So we'll exhaust here. We'll pop the special ability on here to give her 2. She's going to clear 2 threat from here. And pop this off. Give her 3. Gets her down to 2. She will then use her ability. Clear 3 threat from the main, getting it down to 1. And using her special ability to pop off this one to clear that last threat off the main. Okay. Which then opens the doors for me to flip down. What benefits do I get for flipping down? I get to draw 6 cards instead of 5. Plus the chance to recover before I flip back up next turn, or be able to flip back up and clear my confuse. I don't have to worry about defending this next turn. She won't take damage. I think we'll be okay. Let's give it a shot. We flip down. Ready everything back up. I like that. I'm worried about the confused. I don't think worried about claiming the confused. I think getting the recover is what I'm kind of hoping for. I'm defending for 4 now, which she's going to be punching anyway, so we'll just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I should have stayed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It is what it is. We're done what we did what we did now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Threat's gonna go up by 2. Schemes for 2, 3, 4. Back up to 6. Get an encounter card, which is Black Widow's Gauntlets. Attach Black Widow. Black Widow gains Retaliate 1. Hero response. After a character you control attacks Black Widow, if no preparation ability was resolved, discard this card. After resolving the Retaliate keyword. Okay. So she's got +1 attack now, and she's got the Retaliate, so it'd be nice to be able to clear that off again. We can. But it is my turn. So we're going to go ahead and start off with... I think recovering for 4 is going to be good. Give me back up to 10 health points. And we will flip back up. We have a lot of things we can do, which is exciting. I'd really like to play Avengers Mansion if I can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to this turn. That's okay. I think it'd be smart to get the energy shield on Anika here. And we'll do exactly what we did last time. It was at 6, so pop this to heal her to 3. Give her +1. She will then clear 2 threat from here. And we will spin the Stronger Together for the energy shield to prevent her from taking that consequential damage. Then she'll pop up the special onto her, giving her, because she made her thing, she did a move. So now this gets her a 3, 3, because I'm going to choose this one onto her. She is going to go ahead and clear 3 threat off of here, getting it down to 1. And Anika, popping out with Anika's special ability to clear it completely. Awesome. Now we're going to look at our hand here. We can either get the Tactical Genius down, or we can go and get Avengers Mansion down, or we can get Shuri down. I think spending these 3 and Queen Carrier to get Avengers Mansion down is going to be helpful. But that's going to leave Evaluate Threat later on as less helpful. But build support's going to be in the way too, so... I don't know if I have any other Avenger cards in my deck and discard pile. I think we have a lot of Wakanda cards. So that's okay. Just interesting to think about. All right. I'm not going to use Avengers Mansion just yet because I feel like it's just going to draw me a card that I'm going to waste. So it is now my turn. My turn's finishing up. So we'll ready everything back up. Go to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She was at 2. I'll pop this off. Shouldn't have it healed her up to 3? I think so. She wasn't at 1 health point. She was at 2. So that would have healed her to help. Yeah. Do that, I think. So I think we're okay. If I'm off by a health point, please let me know. Alright. We've got a power in all of us. We've got Astral Knowledge. We got Wakanda Forever, and we got Avengers Compound. Okay, not a bad hand. Not the most exciting hand in the world, but not a bad hand. So. Sweet. First things first, threat's going to go up by 2. Then Black Widow is going to attack for 3 plus a boost. I forgot about that nonsense. Because we have the gauntlet there, right? I want to be able to take out later. So, if I don't defend, I think I can take this hit. We eventually got to start attacking her anyways. I can choose to defend so I can pop off the Excelsior. She's still punching for a stupid amount, and she'll punch for a more stupid amount later. So, I think we just choose to take the hit and hope we don't die. 3, 4. Okay. Gets us down to 6 health points. She takes a point of retaliate damage, getting her down to 8. Then, we get an encounter card, which is Nowhere is Safe. Place 1 pursuit, counter pursued by the past. Which then pops it off. So this goes away. And we get to actually have some fun. So, I don't know if I've ever faced this encounter set before. So we've got Killmonger and his side scheme. The Killmonger can't take damage from Black Panther upgrades. And he gets that nonsense. So that's all fun. All right, we got 3 and 5. Okay. And we've got these 3 cards that get shuffled in. He's a 2/2. He's not terrible. He's an elite minion, though. He's a mercenary. And an assassin. Interesting. We have 3 threat to contend with there. So, we have options. We either take... I think we just have to deal with the Black Widow nonsense. Okay. We gotta take out Killmonger pretty stinking quick here. Which we absolutely can. So... looking at all my options here. Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Golden City. Nice. I'll go ahead and clear my confuse. Not exactly what I wanted to do. That's okay. Oh, we do have the Avengers Compound. I forgot about that. And for Evaluate Threat, I could have easily just pulled that out, but that's okay. It'd be nice to get that on the table and nice to be able to pop off Wakanda Forever. What are we looking at here? What are we really needing to do here? We need to take out Killmonger. And we need to get rid of this threat. So, is that a possibility to do both this turn? And what's worse? Doing counter cards isn't as bad. I don't feel like as Killmonger. So Koye going to attack Killmonger for 2, getting him down to 3. We will spin the Golden City with energy shields so she doesn't take consequential damage. Then she's going to clear 1 threat from the main. From the main or from the throne? With this special ability over here, she's popping off. Then this Dora Milaje will heal her for 3. Making her 2/3 because of this ability. Popping off this ability to kick this ability off. And she will attack for 3 against Killmonger. Taking him out. Twin Carrier will use Energy Shield to prevent her from taking damage. And that would, I guess, she would then pop off this one to give the +1/+1/+1 somebody else, and or now it's just gonna be Black Panther. So okay. We'll put the Avengers compound down for now. We can do the Wakanda Forever, but if we do the Wakanda Forever, think of Avengers Compound. Let's put Killmonger back out because I have a feeling that I've done something I could have done differently. Now that I'm looking at my cards a little bit closer, so we will still spend the 2 resources to prevent the damage. I think she was at 2. Comes up here. This gets unlocked. This gets unlocked. Okay. That's exactly what we're going to do. I think that's a smarter move. So we're going to spend the Dora Milaje to heal her up to 3. And then giving her the +3 onto her. Yes, good. Then she will attack, getting him down to 2. Popping this off to Okoye, making her a... There we go. Yeah, a 3/3. Perfect. Then we will spend the Golden City like we did before to prevent me from taking damage with the Energy Shield. Next, we're going to spend... We're going to get Avengers Mint Compound onto the table. This should be at 3. And we'll spend the Ancestral Knowledge. Play Wakanda Forever. And use the Vibranium Suit to heal me up 2 points of damage. And take out Killmonger. Oh, he can't take damage from the suits and stuff. That's right. Bummer. That stinks. Okay. The question now becomes really, do we take out Killmonger or do we get rid of the Black Widow gauntlet? That's just a tough decision right there, and I think that's the part that I need to sit on just for a second because I want to use if I use the vibranium suit, I can get rid of that as well. I take the point of retaliate damage, but really I only get 1 point of damage, which is I actually heal 1 point of damage from that. So, and then Killmonger, we can contend with this next turn, I think. So, go ahead and have Okoye clear the main scheme. We'll use this ability to get this down to 2. Then we will use Black Panther. We'll play Wakanda Forever. Well, we'll use Stronger Together. Nope, we won't use Stronger Together. We'll use Queen Carrier. Pay for Energy Shield to prevent her from losing damage. Then we'll use the Ancestral Knowledge to play Wakanda Forever. Using the Vibranium Suit on Black Widow. And no preparation card is being drawn. Because when a character you control attacks Black Widow, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. There's no threat on the main screen. Then discard the top card of the preparation ability. No preparation ability was resolved. Discard this card after resolving the retaliate damage. So I would have used a Vibranium Suit for that ability, which would have given her 2 points of damage. So she still goes down to 6. I would then heal up by 2, but because of the retaliate damage, I go back down by 1. So I'm at 7 health points. Okay. And we've got the Stronger Together as well. And the Power of All of Us, which I think are both good cards to hold on to. We don't know what we're going to draw into next. Plus, the Stronger Together I can use to help prevent damage. So, I think that was the smartest move we could have made this turn because getting rid of this is helpful. So, ready everything else back up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1 card left. Nice. And we have a preservation, which is super exciting, as well as now we know for sure we want to try to get that down and cut both ways is helpful too. So getting the last of the Dormelage is going to be helpful. So these are our 2 cards in our hand that we need to be playing this turn. Then we have the Queen Carrier as well, which is an option to us. So we're going to hold on to both those. This is an exciting turn for me because threat's going to go up by 2. Then Black Widow is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm going to go ahead and defend for 4. And then also play Cut Both Ways. So I get that Retaliate 1. Now I have Retaliate 2. And she swings for 5. So I only take a point of damage. But she takes 2. Gets her down to 4. Then I'm going to spend Stronger Together for Excelsior. Am I? No, I'm not. Hold on to Stronger Together. We'll spend Queen Carrier for Excelsior to get her 2 more points of damage. Killmonger is going to attack me. I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 points of damage and give him 2 points of retaliate damage to kill him off. I think that's the better choice here. Because then he just dies. And I don't have to worry about him. So I'll take 2 points of damage. He takes 2 and dies. Oh, I'll get that dice later. Alright. We get 2 encounter cards. 1, 2, Very first encounter card is Ritual Combat. When revealed, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Then choose either deal X damage to your hero or place X threat on the main scheme. X is one or more than number of boost icons. Is one more than the number of boost icons on the encounter card. Ooh, okay. So it is one boost icon, so it's going to be two. So either I take 2 damage or I put 2 threat on the main. So we'll put 2 threat on the main. Getting it up to 4. Second one is Widow's Bite. When revealed, you are stunned. Take 1 damage, 2 damage instead if you're already stunned. Okay. This gets me down to 3. Okay. That could have been worse. Could have been way worse. Okay. All right, we're going to spend the power in all of us and preservation. Play a Koye. Ayo, excuse me. Ayo. Now we're kind of in an interesting spot here. Not in a very terribly interesting, but definitely more interesting than not. So. Um. We did spend preservation, so it does heal me up to 4. Got a Stronger Together in our hand. Oh, and I should have played Avengers Mansion, probably to draw my last card here. There's another cut both ways, and we get an encounter card. Okay. So we cut both ways, Stronger Together in our hand, which is nice. 2 energy resources. Which makes things more exciting for this turn. So. The question becomes, what do we want to do? Getting rid of Heir to the Throne is going to be helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Dormelage. He got special ability on Okoye, making her a 3/3. And she's going to clear 3 threat. Putting the Stronger Together to prevent the damage from the main. Getting it down to 1. Then she's going to, when she does that, she resolves a special ability on our friend here to clear the final threat off of there. Next, Io is going to attack Black Widow for 2. Preparation doesn't kick off. Reveal place 3 threat on the main scheme. They're up to 20. When a character you control attacks Black Widow, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. All right, so good news is that's already done. So she did take her point of damage, but she's going to use her special ability to do Koye's special ability to make her a 2/2/3. She's then going to clear 2 threat from here. And I will spin cut both ways on the energy shield. Prevent her taking any damage. We're at a tentative spot because we're at 4 health here, but I can't flip down right now because she will scheme out on me. So we're going to ready up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I forgot to draw with Avengers Mansion. That's okay. No, I didn't. I used it to get the cut both ways. We got Vibranium, a power in all of us. We got build support and 2 Wakanda Forevers. Okay. Actually kind of nice. So. She's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I will defend for 4. She swings for 2. 3, I take no damage. She takes a point of retaliate damage, getting her down to 19. Because I defended with Excelsior, gonna go ahead and spin the Queen Carrier here. Use Excelsior to make it 2 more points of damage, so getting her down to 17. I can find it on the die here. Awesome. Then we get a second encounter card. First encounter card is A.I.M Commando. It comes in with a quick strike. Do I have one of my guys defend for me? Yeah, we'll have Okoye defend for me. Is that the smart move? Kina will defend for me. And we will spend gets her down to 1. I could spend, but I want to wait and see what I draw with Avengers Mansion too. So she's not in a bad spot. We still have a Adora Milage we can use with her. We're in an okay spot. So then, do we want to do that? Yeah, we'll spend a Vibranium. Prevent that 2 damage. Next, Stun Net. Attach your identity. Attached character cannot attack. Hero action. Exhaust a character you control. Discard this card. Any player may trigger this ability. Okay. That's fun. We're going to put that right there. That is a card I don't think I've ever seen played on me. The good news is it's exhaust a character you control. So, doesn't have to be Black Panther, who's already stunned and exhausted. So, exhaust character, attached character cannot attack though. That's unfortunate. Okay, but it is my turn. So first things first, we'll Avengers Mansion for Vibranium. Oh, good. Okay. What do you want to do here? I think we exhaust IO. To clear this action. Exhaust a character you control. Discard this card. Any player may trigger this ability. Yeah, I think that's the smartest move. Then we will spend our build support to play Wakanda Forever. To use, and it just pops up for our Vibranium suit, so that clears our stun, because it is an attack. We're then going to then spend the Power in All of Us to play a Wakanda Forever. To transfer 2 points of damage to this minion here. Then we will use the Dormilage to heal Ayo by 1 point and use her ability to deal 1 damage to an enemy and take out the A.I.M Commando. Okay. Flipping down is still a bad idea. Threat is going to go up by 2 again. Which it should be at 5 because of the last turn. So, knowing that, Koye is going to go ahead and clear 2 threats from the main, getting it back down to 3. Flipping down is a bad idea. Could have done more this turn, but it wasn't a bad turn. We're going to hold on to the Vibranium. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards because we only have 5 hand size. So, and we will ready everything back up. Threat's going to go up to 5. He's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm going to play Cut Both Ways and defend for 4. She swings for 2, 3, 4. I take no damage, but she takes 2 points of damage. Gets her down to 15. Then we will use the Queen Carrier to pay for Excelsior. Do 2 more points of damage, getting her down to 13. Get an encounter card. A.I.M Scientist. Surge. We get another encounter card. Abductor. Okay. When revealed, tuck the ally you control with the most remaining hit points under the Abduct Superhumans. Otherwise, place 2 threat on Abduct Superhumans. If Abduct Superhumans is not in play, find and put it into play. Alright, so we got to look for Abduct Superhumans. See if it's in our discard pile here. There it is. Has 2 threat on it. When an ally leaves play, tuck it under here and place threat here equal to its cost. Place 1 acceleration token here. Ooh, okay. Alright. We survived, though. A.I.M has Abductor has 4. A.I.M Scientist has 2. We have a lot we need to contend with here. I really want to punch out Black Widow. Afraid of the preparation potential if we do that. Not a bad way, just I feel like there's still room for her to have a lot of preparations in her deck. Also, getting rid of both these guys is going to be helpful too. Kind of annoying that they're together. But it is possible. So Koye. No lightning resources in my hand right now. Well, I've got this one, but I want to save it. So Koye will go ahead and attack the A.I.M Abductor for 2. And pop off this ability up here, Akina. Remove 1 threat from here. Bring it down to 4. Io is then also going to attack the Abductor for 2, taking him out. And clearing 1 threat from the main as well, getting it down to 3. This ability here. Hina will attack for 2. Taking out the A.I.M Scientist. And popping off that would deal 1 damage to an enemy with Io. Getting her down to 12. Awesome. We are then going to spin the Vibranium. We're going to use Vender's Mansion to draw a card. We'll spin the Vibranium. Play Tactical Genius. We'll use Dora Milaje. Clear. Ability to clear 1 threat. From here, getting it down to 2. And this also heals her up to 3. So, we'll spend Ancestral Knowledge. Play Wakanda Forever. What we'll do with Wakanda Forever is we're going to do Tactical Genius first, getting this down to 1 threat. Wish I could have cleaned it off 1 more, but that's okay. Then we're going to use the Vibranium Suit, which will do heal me up 2. Give her 2. When a character you control attacks Black Widow, remove 1 threat from the main. Discard the top card of the deck and resolve each preparation ability. Discard 1 event from your hand. I have no event in my hand. Okay. That was actually not terrible. Okay. We only got 10 health points left. That's not too bad. We're doing great. It's a slower game, but I'm having a lot of fun. So, hold on to the Vibranium. We'll ready everything back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta cut both ways. The stronger together. And a Wakanda Forever, Shuri, and Vibranium. Great. Threat's gonna go up by 2. Black Widow is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I will play cut both ways. Do I take the hit? I think I'll take the hit for now. But if I defend, I get to do 2 more damage. So we'll go ahead and defend for 2. For 4. She attacks for 2. 5. I take a point of damage. He takes 2 points of damage. Retaliate. And then we will spend the Queen Carrier for Excelsior. Do 2 more points of damage to her to get her down to 6. We get an encounter card. Heart-shaped herb. Has Surge, so we're going to get 1 more encounter card this turn. When revealed, give the villain and each minion engaged with you a tough status card. Okay, well that could have been a lot worse than what it is. Hopefully she attacks me. Exhaustion. Exhaust your identity, and it also has Surge. I'm already exhausted. Ritual Combat. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. Then choose to either deal X damage to your hero or place X threat on the main scheme. X is 1 more than the number of boost icons on the encounter card. Alright, so it's 3. So I can either take 4 damage or I can put 4 threat on the main. Let's take 4 damage. We're down to 3 health points. Okay. Jeez, Louise, that Surge train was not exciting, to say the least. Okay. But we survived, so that is good news. Okay, we're going to spend Shuri, play Wakanda Forever. We'll do the Vibranium suit first, which heals me up to 4. And clears her tough. Does pop off her ability, so she clears 1 threat from here. And her ability is Preparation. Put this minion into play, engage with you. Then resolve the attack against A.I.M Grunt instead. Okay, so the tough would have stayed on her then. He would have taken a point of damage. Dadgummit. Okay. Then we'll clear the rest of the threat off of here with Tactical Genius. Alright, well that was our original plan. Now we've got to take out this stupid A.I.M Grunt. Try that again next turn. So, what do we want to do here? A.I.M Grunt's not hard to kill. I think we'll Dora Milaje Okoye and use it on herself. She will attack it for 3. Getting it down to 1. And then we'll use Ayo's ability to deal 1 damage to him. Um, this stinks. I also have not done Avengers Mansion yet, so let's go ahead and Avengers Mansion. Draw another Wakanda Forever, which is actually super helpful. So we were going to go ahead and spend the Stronger Together to play Wakanda Forever. And we'll do Tactical Genius to clear one threat from here. Vibranium Suit to get 2 more health points. And clear her Tough. Preparation card will not kick off because the threat's all already cleared. Awesome. This is wild. I think this is where we're going to finish the game here. So Io will attack for 2, getting her down to 4. Using the Wakanda ability here, I think she gets down to 1 health point. Wakanda ability here to boost this up to a 2-3. Ina will attack for 3, getting her down to 1. And she'll use Io's ability to deal 1 damage to an enemy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the game. Okay. I actually had a lot of fun with this. It was a slower deck, so it's not super fast. But once it gets its engine moving, it actually has a lot of fun and potential. We're doing a lot of chip damage along the way, but the energy shields keeping our Dormilage alive was pretty cool. The Dormilage ability keeping things alive. And then the Dormilage themselves even being able to like just play off of each other to benefit what's going on the table has been really fun to see. I don't think I missed out on anything. I bet I could have played more of his upgrades down and could have done more when Wakanda Forever popped off, but this wasn't terrible. So I really liked Okoye, I really liked Anika, and I really liked Io. And I think they all play off of each other really, really well, especially when they're all out on the table. Excelsior was really fun. Being able to play cut both ways with Black Panther, it always felt kind of bad for me when I was like, all right, well, I'm only getting 1 retaliate damage. And so depending on who we're playing as, right? So if we're playing as like Nightcrawler, that's going to be a great card because now you're getting to defend several times around the table without exhausting, and you're getting that 1 retaliate damage on top of that, which is really, really good. The benefit of here is now I've got 2 retaliate damage, so at least I feel like I was doing 2 points of damage here for the cost of a card, which isn't too bad. And then if I got attacked again by another minion or whatever, they also took the damage. Health-wise, like healing, especially with the Vibranium Suit, that kind of kept me alive, is just keeping enough of the chip damage away that I wasn't too worried about dying, which is pretty cool. This is like the 2nd or 3rd time that I played Black Panther, so it's not like I played a ton of Black Panther. He's really, really neat. I'm actually really enjoying him more than I thought I would. The preservation card was really helpful. In a practice game, I got to do a couple of his other upgrades, and they're really nice. Being able to do 4 damage would have been really helpful, and I couldn't get the claws down fast enough. The energy shields were great because when Dormilage wasn't healing them, the energy shields were nice to be able to kind of help keep them alive, especially with Queen Carrier on the table and some other things. Most of my resources were energies for the whole purpose of being able to use those energy shields as often as I could, and so they're energies or wilds. I like this a lot. I think this is a fun deck. It's not a very fast deck, but I think I really enjoyed this. For a current environment, Black Panther's still killing it. Doing a great job. Team building exercise may have been helpful just to get the Dormilage onto the table, but I really didn't feel like I needed something like that because I had so many doubles in here. I intentionally took out the other 2 sets of doubles, the Genius and Strength, because I was so focused on the lightning resources that I felt like the energy was going to be the more helpful one. And then I wanted the power in all of us, and with them being wild resources, those worked out well because they helped me get everybody else onto the table. So it wasn't too bad to get them onto the table. Really wish I could have just drawn onto them all faster. Having to decide which special ability kicks off when was my only downfall, but it's still learning who Black Panther is and what his kit can do. I think overall, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I probably would play this deck again. In fact, it's probably one that I'm more than likely willing to share here in the future. So stay tuned for that and be watching for the deck. It should be down in the description down below, and hopefully I can do a write-up for it tomorrow night before I let this go out. And when I drop the video, you guys should be able to see it on Marvel CDB. Please leave me a comment there as well. I'd love for you all to be able to push this deck out as much as possible. What changes would you make to this deck? I'm sure like there's a lot more I could have done to do extra damage, make things go a little bit faster, but I like the idea that I wasn't really having to worry about attacking her too much and avoiding her preparations, and really could just focus on doing chip damage over time to take her out. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jason Sketch, and next time I'll be deadly serious next time. Peace.